Hello guys, Vengeance are here. Sitting on ledge today. This is going to be a little bit different of a video. I'm not really doing much of anything. However, I do have a little bit of small things to do. So, first one I'm going to talk about is Black Spirit Adventure. I have 400 something dice. I need to go ahead and get through the next 20 stages or however many it is. What am I on? $231, so I guess I need to complete 19 more. I should be able to do that with all these dice, so I'll do that off camera, but that's going to be one of my tasks I need to do. The idea now, since last video, we got the Tet staff, and we're to a point now where we can just slam whatever crons I get into this thing when I get them with our 243 stack. 241 stack, whatever it is. And then hopefully it goes, right? Just be buying crons until that happens. That'll put us up, I think, another 3 AP, I want to say. Staff. Where are you at? Yeah, that'll get us 3 AP. And then this, if this goes to pen, this will get us another 2. So we can squeeze out another 5 AP from the weapons. And then this won't give us any sheet AP, I don't think. But yeah, it won't give us any sheet AP on the succession side. But eventually we will want to pen this because you get 30%. I think it's around 30% for back end hidden damage. You'll get damage on monsters or whatever when in combat from if you're succession, you get 30% from this. I believe it's 30. Numbers may be a little bit different, 30, 35. I don't exactly know without looking it up. But if you're succession, it pulls partial damage from your awakening weapon, and if you're awakening, it pulls partial damage from your succession weapon. For the wizard, it would be staff / Desphera. So eventually, yes, I want to upgrade the awakening weapon. Plus, if I get everything to pen, then I can grind in whatever stance I want. I can go awakening, or I can go succession, or stay succession. I prefer succession, but I've heard awakening is better, I guess, or more consistent because the cooldowns are different. You don't have as much downtime in the cooldown rotations. But being that we are to a point where this staff is as high as it's going to go unless I just get lucky on pen, I've got some stuff that I need to do. My plan still remains to HP potion grind and to eventually get this to pen, hit level 63, and finish out C10 on the Kafirs on this dim tree to start pushing for Fallen God, which we're at C4 now. So I got a lot of Kafirs I got to get, but those are my long-term goals. But what I have to do is focus on, in between the HP potion grinding, I need to focus on the building up the Kafirs. So that is going to include, I already went over Black Spirit Adventure. I'm trying. That's what you get, you little dust cloud. You should have upgraded my staff to pen. Alright, we gotta find this quest. Wishful New Year's. Where's it at? An event. I don't see it. For a Wishful New Year. I don't see it here. Don't see it there. I need to do these event quests. What does this give me? I don't care. Okay, let's look here. For a wishful new year. Apparently I don't get it. I don't want that in my inventory right now. So either I've already done it, or it hasn't came out yet. I'm guessing it doesn't come out until after the 1st. So that would be Sunday. So we'll check back on that. The other thing that I need to go over is storage consolidation. That is my plan moving forward. I'm kind of a hoarder on this game. Someone needs to call the hoarder hotline because I need some help. I was saving these for something. I was crafting these HP potion smalls into something with alchemy, but I don't remember what they were. I think resurrection elixirs. Yeah. I was building resurrection elixirs for to level up alchemy because they're easy to make. Purified water, sunrise herb, and clear liquid reagents, which I have about 1 million of those. There's a bunch of purified water. Where's the clear liquid reagents at? They look almost like the purified waters. I have 107,000 of those. So all this stuff in here has a purpose, but I need to get rid of it. I need to decide what I'm doing in this game moving forward. Like, I don't know why I have this Caphras journal in here. But I have all these resources. 525,000 copper ore, 273,000 iron ore, and another 557,000 melted copper, another 485,000 melted iron. You know, I got all these resources, and I have a bunch of wood that I need to chop too. 184,000 maple timber, and I also have a bunch of the fabrics and raw, like flax and cotton, wool and yarn, and I've just got massive amounts of resources in here that I haven't done anything with. I mean, I got probably 100,000 fish that are dried, and all the time, I mean, I was leveling cooking by doing honey wine and pickled vegetables, which I'm guru cooking now, so that doesn't really matter as much. And I have 500,000 vinegar. But I was cooking all this stuff into boxes to get my money back. I need to just cook it all down and consolidate, get my storage thinned out. 409,000 cooking honey. I'm just a hoarder. I got problems. And that's just Heidel. Mountain of Eternal Winter, there's nothing. Odolita, there's nothing. Dragon, in Duvengreen, that's where I'm dumping all of my grinding stuff. So in Grana, I've got tons and tons of boxes going. All these crates. I'm running out of resources there. Right now, I think I'm having him build bronze crates down there, which I've still got 10,000. How many does it take? So it takes 10, and I've got 10,000. So he's still going to be making another 1,000 crates by the time that's done. And I'm out of some of the lumbers I need, but I still got a ton of blackstone powder. I need to make more brass, more steel, and more bronze and ship down there. But I got all these crates. I need to consolidate those and get them over to Valencia, which is going to... Unfortunately, I can't use the transport system because of the price. If I try to transport these from here to Sandgrain or even Valencia, it's going to cost millions of silver to transport one load of crates, and the profit's not going to be worth it. So I have to manually run these back and forth, and that's why they're still sitting in Grana, because I have not felt like doing that. Nothing in Old Wisdom Tree. With the Magnus, once you unlock that and you can access all the storages from one storage, the game becomes a lot smaller. The game world shrinks when that happens. However, you still can't take trade items out. See, you can't move trade items from different storage into your inventory. It just says you cannot move the trade item. And using the transport is too expensive, so you still have to manually run those. So the trading is a little inconvenient, but it's a good way of avoiding the marketplace tax. You can process all your materials down and then have a worker bundle it into one of these crates and get some of your silver out of it without having to do the marketplace tax. And I made a video on how to do all that. It's an old video on the channel, but it's in part of my tax-free playlist. Port Rat, I don't have anything. What's in Valencia? Nothing in any of those. Sand Grain, I dumped some crates in there. And then my Desert Adventure stuff, plus some of the, another 144,000 iron ore. And I've got them doing a little bit of iron gathering over there in that area because it's just a good place to get rough black crystals and iron ore. What's in Shikatu? I dumped some silver azalea crates. That's a funny story. I was transporting them and got killed and lost a bunch of crates, so I got a little angry about that. So I just dumped them. This is when I was leveling my trading up. Valencia is the rest of my trash crates and some of my steel crates that were made before the prices were changed. But I did transport some stuff over there already. These lead crates and azalea crates are just trash crates I was using to level up trading. But now that my trading is over Master 2, it didn't really matter anyway. Or actually, it was over Artisan 2, because they changed that as well. You gotta have Artisan 2 to get the trade buff, so there's no reason to really push past Artisan 2, at least not with trash crates, and it'll eventually level itself up. But I had another strategy I used. I was using the fishing, AFK fishing overnight to level it, and it is now almost, I think it's in the Master level. I'll have to look. Glish, it's kind of an extra storage where I've just been dumping all my crap. I mean, you see I got tons of combat books. I don't even use them. Life skill books I don't use, and extra event spirit stones that I don't use. Heidel's my main hub for all my resources. Kind of went over that, but this is where I'm going to consolidate everything and start moving some of this stuff out. And finish leveling up my life skill stuff, and then get my silver out. I have 35 or almost 36 billion silver sitting in storage just here. And let's see, Medea, we went over. We went to that. Alta Nova's another place. I was crafting Guru armor here, but I decided to not do that anymore. And I just kind of use it as a hub to dump stuff when I'm on that side of the world. Trent is another backup storage. Portaferia is where I'm dumping all of my ship parts, because eventually I'm going to have to craft the carrack there. So as I collect some of the stuff that I need for it. Plus, it's my fishing hub where my workers make dried fish. But as you can see, I got 83,000 dried mullets. I'm never going to run out of dried fish making pet feed. Kaplan is where I get my coal, and I need to transport that up for the steel, but it's just, I don't use it for anything else. Calpheon is where I get most of my wheat and lumber, barley, wheat, and paprika, those three. That's where I get that stuff for my major cooking, and I was making a ton of beer with it, but I switched over from that to making bird feed. That's what I call it. I feed my workers chicken now instead of beer. And I'm using the grain for dough instead. And I went over that, Glish and Heidel. And then Velia is my second main. Olvia is where I get my grapes and seals. And Ilia is where I'm dumping all of my barter crap at. I got some points put into storage there, but I got a lot of barter stuff I was working on. Haven't done that for quite a while. Eventually I will get the carrack. But Velia is my second hub. It's where I put all my enhancing stuff, and where I get a lot of my copper and some timber. But powder flame and copper is what I mostly get there, and then potatoes and chicken. Those three industries. And then all my enhancing stuff. So that is kind of how my storage breaks down, and why I use Heidel is because it's a central consolidated location. Other people will use Velia, but I don't enhance enough to use Velia. When you are enhancing a lot, I need to go talk to that person. When you're enhancing a lot, the blacksmith here sells Reblanc stuff. That's why people use that. However, when you get to a point where you've got a ton of Reblanc and then a ton of Grunel, you can build stacks. That's how they build the Failstacks with that. I have decided that I was going to use Grunel to build Failstacks, but I haven't needed them. So I'm just not doing that right now. But I was crafting Grunel in Glish. The Glish is a lot closer to Heidel, and I can run my workers down there and then craft my Grunel out of there. As long as your resources are in Heidel and your worker originates from Heidel, you don't need anything in Glish. So that's the whole purpose of me having extra things in here like this fine tough hide, and then the blackstone powder and the iron. I forget what else it takes for the Grunel. But if you're looking to build Failstacks, it's a really good way of doing it. What do I need for that? Yeah, see, brass, tough hide, and black crystals. I was making the gloves because they take the least amount, and I was just using it for Failstacks, so I wanted the least amount of materials used. They all take 10 blackstone powder, but those take only 2 brass ingots and 1 hide versus 3 and 1 and 7 and 3 and 4 and 2. So gloves are the way to go if you're Failstacking. But over the course of the next week or two, I'm going to try and eat away at some of this stuff and just kind of clear it out. The reason I want to do that is I clicked the wrong thing. The reason I want to do that is because I need all the silver I can get, and I have to get this. There's a bunch of coupons. If you go to garmouth.com, you can 3 and fireplace set. I really don't want this in my inventory. I'll deal with that later. I'll probably forget about it and it can just go away. I really don't care about the furniture. But I need the Failstacks. Because and there's 300 crowns. I need those. Alright. And we're going to open this Garmouth thing up. I didn't actually do Garmouth, but they handed it out. I don't care about a New Year's Wish lantern set. We'll open this Christmas bundle. I don't want the jukebox. Warm black tea can stay in there. That can stay. We'll get the stack out. Vice of Memory, we'll get that. Item collection scroll, we'll get that out. Combat scroll, sure. I got those in my inventory anyway. Combat book can stay there. Collection scroll can come out. That Courser training box can stay there. I'm not doing any more of those attempts right now. Agarus times 5. That'll give us more drop rate. That can stay there. That can stay. The support scrolls, they can come out. Marty's unstable fuel can stay. Shining seals can come out. What are these for? Can be used after January 4th. Okay, they can stay in there. I don't have a Calvion Ball gift box. Don't care about the tea, don't care about the furniture. There's a nostalgic classic. What is it? Temperion. I have one of those already. We might just sell that. What is the wizard? Chronosmith. Oh, we'll use that one, that's for sure. I don't have that. Weapon exchange, I don't care. Weapon exchange coupon, don't care. Here we go. 2,000 crowns, we need those. Jay's Hammer of Loyalty, I'm gonna need that. A 150 stack. And the rest of this crap is just lantern stuff that was in there before that I don't really care about. I may use this character name change coupon. I want to change my character name. And there's some more J special scrolls that I need to use for drop rates. What's the rest of the stuff? Okay. So we got a scroll that lasts until March 8th. Don't worry, we're going to use that here in a minute. More of these. Let's open this. What do I get? More hards. They changed in the patch notes to make it to where you don't cheer when you get hards and sharps anymore, which is about freaking time. Oh, don't give me one of those. Okay, red bundle. What did we get? I don't want a furniture set box. Yay. I'm pretty sure I got the big tree. I can't stand the black spirit. He makes me mad. So I guess we'll just get a candle. I need to put this stuff down in the house. But for now, we're not doing that. More enhancement help. And finally, what do we get? Nothing useful. Okay. Let's dump what we can in there. That can go. That can't go. That can go there. Currency exchange we can get rid of. Cool. Let's go look at Velia real quick. We need these. We're gonna need these. We've got the crons. We're not gonna be able to do 2 tries off of that. We don't need this. Don't need any of this stuff. Now, idle storage, we need to... I'm pretty sure I got some of those in there somewhere. Nope. That's fine. And these, I know there's some of those in there. These we don't need. These we do need. Okay. So we're going to end this video off with more taps.
Than a river or sea travel. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't care about that little black dust or purple things, whatever. Alright, we're going back up here to our spot. We're going to tap it twice and see what we get. Server maintenance just happened, so the RNG may be reset. It may be a point of... If we can get up there. Up here on our little peak. Take this off. We are going to tap with the cronstones first. And if that doesn't work, then I'll tap it with the J hammer. Because if I can tap with the crons and it goes, then I can use the J hammer on the offhand. So we're going to find out if the Black Spirit wants to regain his big form, or if he wants to stay a little mist cloud. Because last video he didn't upgrade and he kind of got himself in trouble. But I don't want to use J hammer. So we're going to have to dump it in storage. I want to use crons first. So, the problem that I have with the Tet Gotterstaff to the Pen Gotterstaff is that it has less of a chance. It's at 377 with a 241 stack. It would be it'd be like 5.5% if this was the Black Star, and I'll show you what I mean. The weapons are the same either way, but 3.77 with the Tet Gotterstaff, 5% with the Black Star Dagger. The problem is this takes 2,700 cronstones, or it takes 3,600, sorry. 3,670 cronstones, whereas this only takes 1,820. So it's a trade-off between the two. But we'll click it. We'll see what happens. Maybe this guy will redeem himself. My guess is probably not, but remember, dude, you're stuck like this till you make this thing go pen. So here we go. And it seems to think that my 241 stack is too high. Gear of a low enhancement. Are you sure? Are you kidding me? This is as high as it goes. So we got the crown stone selected. Give her a go. Let's see if we fail or we win. Oh. Alright. One more try. We got the J-Hammer. We'll get it out. And we'll give her one more go. $3.77. That is a very low chance. But I have hit it before on other stuff with a low stack. So, Black Spirit, do what you're supposed to do. And go. Man, both of those looked like they were good attempts. It was very close. The animations on them looked like they were gonna go. So that's all I got for what? There we go. But that is all I have for today. It was just kind of, I needed to do some house cleaning. And that's what I'm going to be working on, is doing more grinding, using up some of this stuff out of my inventory. Because I'm taking up 10 slots just by having all that crap in there. So we've got enough stacks. We might be able to enhance our dagger on up too in the future. I'm going to build up some more stacks as I go and keep smashing away at this. I'll do more attempts when I get more cron stones. We might be able to do another one if I break down some of these. I've got some of these outfits that I just am not going to use. This one I might. Well, I've got 2 of these. And then this one is the El Pinto set, which I don't know what that one is. But this is a classic, and I have one of these already. I've got the Temperian. Where are you at, Temperian? There's the Inquirer. That's the other classic. And here's the Temperian, I think. No, the Temperian's the one I'm wearing. This is the Lord Red one. And then I also have the Marine one. I don't know, I got a lot of outfits. I didn't buy any of them. They throw free stuff at you, so these are the 2 that I need to hang on to, and these other 2 can be broken down or sold once I open them. So I might get enough crons out of that to be able to do another attempt, but I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to dump all this stuff back in storage, and we'll go from there. Still got plenty of memory fragments, so 38 attempts hopefully will be enough to get from Tet to Pen, but we'll see. So storage cleaning and grinding, that's in my future. Oh, one other thing, I know this video is running a little bit long, but one other thing that was suggested that I do a 0 to hero series with season. I'm not going to play winter season. I will wait until after the first of the year, and I'm going to try and pick up and do a season next season, the spring season. I was watching this big streamer for BDO. His name's I'm Choice, and he's doing a 700 plus gear score challenge to go from basically 0 gear to 700 gear score in 110 days, which I thought was kind of cool. But he started where he already had a season character and it was already graduated with full pen, and he's already started at like 240 gear score, and then the first week he had grinded up to 270 something AP, and it's like, that's fine and all, and he says he's not going to enhance any of his own gear. He's going to just grind and buy. Well, if you're grinding 10 and a half, 11 hours a day, I guess, yeah. But most people can't play like that, so that's kind of unrealistic in terms of character progress. Most people, if you're a casual player, are spending a lot of your game time AFK, resource gathering, and then grinding when you can, you know. But it's very, very unrealistic to play 11 hours a day. If you're a content creator or a streamer, yes. And if you've got people helping you, yes. But if you are like me, I don't play that long. You know, I record, I'll play for an hour or two, and I'll grind here and there. But most of mine is AFK resource gathering and enhancing when I can to make big gains. But there are ways to do it. But I'll have to do some other ways, and that's what I'm getting into now with the wizard here. I am trying to push for that 287, 288 to on up to 300 AP, and it's going to have to be a lot of silver accumulation, and it's going to rely on all these resources that are sitting in here. You know, I've got some life skill stuff that I can do to push that higher, and then to supplement the grinding and just selling off all the other crap that I don't need. And it's really all about figuring out what you want to do in the game. If you're just here for the arena, well, they're doing seasons of the arena. It's coming out. The preseason comes out for the next week, I think, and then after that, they're gonna have after the first or second or something of the year, they're gonna be doing the first like month and a half, 2 months. They're gonna be doing an actual season, and that's all separate gear. So your current gear, it doesn't mean anything. It's separate. So really, I'm building my character for PvE and life skilling so that I can keep doing progress and progressing up. And it's not so much going to be a PvP open world build, because most of the PvP is going to be in the arena or red battlefield, you know, so it's a controlled environment. So you're not, sometimes you'll get contested, but most of the time you don't. It just depends on where you grind. But I am opting for the Black Star PvE build over anything. And if I lose in PvP, it's not that big of a deal. The only thing you're going to do is probably lose a crystal or two, if that, and just go find another spot. And now that they have the Elvia realms and they have Marnie's little realm, you can grind in for an hour a day in spots. You know, you don't really get contested, especially if you're a casual player. So the one other thing that I wanted to talk about is the crystal system. Next week's maintenance, they are going to be removing all crystals off your gear and dumping them in storage, either idle storage if they can't be put on the marketplace, or they will put them in your market warehouse, because they're doing a crystal preset update. They're going to add the crystal preset system, so they have to remove all your crystals, and you may want to take screenshots so you can remember what goes where, and they're going to rework the crystal system next week during the January 4th maintenance. So look out for that. That was the only thing really big notable news, aside from some of the events and stuff that I saw in the patch notes. I just figured I'd mention that before I end this off. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I appreciate all the new subs, and I wanted to do a little bit longer video to kind of equate for that. So have a good rest of your day, and as always, until next time.